Yo, what is up guys, it's Cross, and welcome to my official review on the NuPhy Air75 HE gaming keyboard. This keyboard is currently not out yet, but it will be releasing very soon, sometime in December. And in this video, I'm going to talk all about my personal opinion on the keyboard, my experience with it. You guys are going to get a little sound test, and just a spoiler alert, this keyboard sounds absolutely insane, and I will go through all the specs with the keyboard as well. So yeah, let's get right into the video. So kicking off on what's going to come in the box with this keyboard, obviously you're going to get this stunning keyboard, and just take a look at those keycaps. They look absolutely insane. There's some really fun designs on these. I really like it. It's kind of like a futuristic kind of space design. I'm a really big fan of the purple and gray combo that they decided to give me. Very cool there. So yeah, you're going to get your keyboard in the box. You're also going to get a matching cable, which I love how they match the cable to the keyboard. It's a gray cable with a purple color as well, so it adds kind of like that highlight and pulls the tones from it. I really like how they decided to do that, and they also did that with my other keyboard that I just reviewed from them, the NuPhy Halo 65 HE. That is also up on my channel, and you guys really like that video. Go check that out if you're interested in that. But yeah, I really like that. Obviously, USB-C, we love USB-C, and the USB-C port is on the far left-hand side of the keyboard, which I absolutely love as well. That is where every port should be located. So yeah, you're going to get the keyboard, you're going to get the cable, and you're also going to get a keycap puller that matches the same color. It's actually a keycap puller and switch puller, because this keyboard is actually hot swappable, which is very cool there. So I really like how they added that in, and obviously you're going to get your user manual and everything like that, and they threw in a couple extra keycaps. So yeah, that's what comes in the box. Very simple stuff there. That's what I like. I don't like when companies throw just a bunch of mumbo jumbo in their boxes and it's like way too much. Getting to the actual physical design of the keyboard, I want you guys to look. There's a reason why they call this the Air75 HE, and that's because it is super thin. Just kind of look at the design of this. It's a very thin keyboard, and I actually really like the design of it. It kind of reminds me of like one of those Apple keyboards that are very thin and slim, and I'm just a really big fan of this design. I think it's really sleek. Looking at the back, obviously you can see the Air75 HE logo right there, and it has two sets of adjustable feet that you guys can flip up. I personally play with it at the max feet size, so that is my personal opinion. But yeah, really cool there. I really like the Air75 HE logo on the back there, and everything just looks really good. It is on the lighter side as well. The keyboard is very light, and it just feels really good. Very strong, high quality build there, so kudos to NuPhy on the design. Now let's jump into the specs with this keyboard, and the specs are probably going to shock you guys. These specs with NuPhy keyboards are absolutely out of this world. So this keyboard has true 8K hertz polling and a true 8K hertz scan rate. It also has an ultra low latency of 0.125 ms, absolutely crazy low latency there. It has a 0.01 millimeter rapid trigger sensitivity and a 0.1 to 3.3 millimeter actuation range. So you're gonna get some crazy fast actuation out of this keyboard. Now let's hop into some of the fun features with this keyboard. So this keyboard is going to offer rapid trigger, and by now you guys should all know what rapid trigger is. It's a very popular feature with gaming keyboards, but it also offers SOCD. And for those who don't know, SOCD is simultaneous opposing cardinal directions. It basically ensures predictable behavior when you press opposite directions at the same time, like left or right or up and down. And depending on the setup, it can either cancel out both inputs, which will be neutral, prioritize one direction, or allow both inputs to register, giving you better control and consistency during gameplay. The keyboard also features Hyper Tap, and Hyper Tap is a feature where releasing one key can automatically trigger another key option. For example, if you release the A key just slightly, it can instantly activate the D key. And this helps you switch directions or actions very quickly, making it perfect for fast-paced games like Fortnite. And lastly, this keyboard also offers dynamic keystroke, which lets you pack up to 4 actions into a single key press, basically just like a macro. So now talking about more of the layout and components of the keyboard. So this is a 75% keyboard layout. I'm actually a big fan of this. It has 84 keys, and as you can see, it's going to have your function keys at the top here. It's also going to have your arrow keys, which I find very user friendly. I personally use arrow keys a lot throughout my day. The switch type with this keyboard, the one that I have in front of you, actually is the low-profile magnetic jade switches. On their website, however, there is also the option for low-profile magnetic jade pro switches. So there's the regular and there's the pros. The pros are going to jump the price about $20, just a heads up. And for the stabilizer type, they are plate-mounted stabilizers, and the keyboard is hot swappable. So as you guys can see, this keyboard is just loaded and packed with a bunch of features. It just makes this keyboard a very powerful board. Now let's give you guys a quick sound test before I give you guys my personal opinion on the keyboard. So yeah, as you guys can tell, this keyboard sounds very, very good, and that is due to those plate-mounted stabilizers, and the switches just sound absolutely amazing. So very, very fun there. I actually love the sound. And before I forget, I actually quickly want to mention, I forgot to mention this when talking about like the design of the keyboard, but there is also 3 options up here, as you guys can see. This is on the right-hand side of the keyboard. So if you have it all the way set to the left, that is going to be your gaming mode. If you have it set to the middle, that is going to be your regular mode. And if you have it set all the way to the right, that is going to be for like Mac users. So really cool there. If you have it set all the way to the left and say you're in a game and accidentally fat finger the Windows key, your Windows key is not going to actuate and it's not going to tab you out of your game. So that's why I always keep it on the gaming mode. I find it absolutely amazing and I'm a really big fan there. Okay, boys, so real quick, I do want to show you guys the NuPhy software. So it is called NuPhy.io, and basically all you have to do is plug in your keyboard, and as you guys can see in the top left-hand corner here, it does say the Air75 HE is connected. You just connect everything, and then you can play around with your settings. Obviously, you guys can see I have everything set at the lowest possible settings. You could change your actuation point. Every single key is set to 0.1 millimeter actuation. My rapid trigger is set all the way down to 0.01 millimeters. And yeah, I just kind of have everything at the lowest latency possible just to get the absolute fastest speeds. And it's a really fun and user-friendly software. I'm actually a big fan of NuPhy.io. It's like actually one of my favorite softwares to play around with. And I just think it's a really good and user-friendly software. So you guys could play around with that. I just kind of wanted to show you guys around. It's very, very simple. And yeah, I think you guys are going to really like it if you guys pick up this keyboard. All right, boys, now to my personal opinion and thoughts with this keyboard. So I personally think that this keyboard is jam-packed with a ton of features and it makes this keyboard very, very powerful. However, my experience playing Fortnite on this keyboard wasn't as good as my experience with the NuPhy Halo 65 HE, and that was mostly due to accidentally fat fingering a lot of keys. So with this low profile design, these keycaps are smushed a lot closer together compared to the NuPhy Halo 65 HE. And let me actually grab that and show you guys as an example. So right here, this is the NuPhy Halo 65 HE. And as you guys can see, there's a lot better spacing in between each key, making it easier so you don't accidentally fat finger anything. With the Air75 HE, they're a lot closer together and you could accidentally hit different keys and actuate something that you don't want to actuate. And that was actually happening to me a good amount when I was playing Fortnite. I wasn't really a big fan. I kept messing up edits and pulling out my inventory and just messing up a lot. If you guys do accidentally fat finger a lot, this keyboard might not be the one for you. Overall, performance-wise, this keyboard felt amazing. Like, it was right up there with the Halo 65 HE. Everything felt extremely fast, extremely instantaneous, and I was a big fan there. Typing on this keyboard, again, with that fat fingering issue, it was a big problem, even just typing simple sentences out. My finger would accidentally trigger a key that I wouldn't want it to trigger, and it just led to a bunch of problems there. But I still think this keyboard is absolutely phenomenal. It sounds great. It was sadly just that issue of fat fingering because the keys are too close together. That was an issue. So I do want to make that very, very clear. I'm going to be completely open to you guys there. But yeah, overall performance-wise, this keyboard is a beast. So would I recommend this keyboard for Fortnite? Personally, I would say yes overall. This keyboard has a lot to offer, and it comes at a pretty affordable price at $130. I think that's actually a very solid price for how much this keyboard offers. Again, just not a big fan of the keys being so close together. You might accidentally fat finger when playing, accidentally open something that you don't want to open. And that is like honestly the only con with the keyboard. Other than that, I think it's a very visually pleasing keyboard. It looks and sounds amazing. If you guys are looking into picking up just a really fun gaming keyboard, I do recommend picking up the NuPhy Air75 HE. The links will be down below if you guys want to check those out. And yeah, that will conclude my review on the NuPhy Air75 HE. I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. I actually love making review videos like this, so please continue to like and subscribe if you do enjoy watching videos like this one. And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.